Hi, how's everybody doing today? Today I want to show you really a basic recipe, but a delicious one if it's done well. This is the shrimp cocktail. And the things you'll need, besides raw shrimp, I say raw, you can use the cooked shrimp, but the raw shrimp, if you cook them fresh, chill them yourself, they are quite a bit better. It might not be worth doing if you're just making it for yourself. It's a lot easier to just thaw cooked shrimp. But they do tend to be better if you buy them raw, especially with the shells on. These here I got actually have the shells off. These are Gulf pink shrimp, but they do still have the tails on. We're going to cook them up in just a minute here. But if you get them with the shells on, I do think that gives a little more flavor. You cook them, there's a bit of work. You have to peel them, devein them yourself, and then make the cocktail sauce, chill them, and serve them. But I found these, they were already shelled, tail on, but still raw, so still got to cook them. So anyway, a good shrimp. For the cocktail sauce, this is a simple cocktail sauce recipe. But it works every time, and I've served waited tables for 9 years in a restaurant and in a steakhouse, and we would have to make our own cocktail sauce. And I would always ask the customer, how spicy do you like it? How much horseradish do you want in it? That kind of stuff. Really, just how hot do you like your sauce? And then I make it up for them, and it really comes down to just simple, fresh ingredients, and it's just these four. So we've got tomato ketchup. We've got not fresh ground, but ground horseradish, the coarse stuff. Lea & Perrins Worcestershire sauce. Actually, I think this is probably Worcestershire. I think that's how you say that. I hear all sorts of things. Worcestershire sauce. Anyway, Worcestershire sauce and a lemon or a lime. Tonight I've got limes, and I'm in the mood for a little bit of a different flavor than the typical lemon, so I'm using a lime. So let's get going. I've got the shrimp thawed. Shrimp you almost always buy frozen. At least if you're not oceanside, they keep better. So frozen is usually the freshest that you're going to get if you're, a couple hours away from the ocean. But of course, a bowl to mix it in, and we don't serve the sauce in the bowl. You mix in the bowl and you transfer it to another dish. But let's get going cooking. Okay, water is boiling here. I'm going to drop the shrimp in, and people always want to know, how long do you cook them? Well, not long at all. That's the answer. Really, a minute, maybe a little bit more. Let me grab the spoon here to stir them around. You drop them in, you stir them around. The heat of the hot water is going to cook them pretty fast. These are 16 to 20 count shrimp, if you're wondering. It's a good shrimp cocktail size. I like shrimp 16 to 20 count or bigger, usually. 16 to 20 is a good 2 bites. There, you can use the size down from these two if you like. Too small, and it's like you're gonna have a bunch of guests eating popcorn shrimp, and nobody wants that. So really, that's about it. When they turn white and start to get opaque, you're pretty much done. So I'm gonna turn the heat off. It's that fast. And I'm going to strain them out, and we're going to start making the sauce. Okay, so for the sauce, here's what you need. Ketchup. This is the largest ingredient in here. Just going to squirt some in there. No specific measurements here, by the way. These are just really to taste. You make it a few times and you get used to it. You know what you're looking for. Horseradish. I like a bit of heat in mine, so horseradish doesn't keep very long. It will lose its heat pretty fast. So, a couple months in the fridge and your heat's dying quick. So, Lea & Perrins, this is the next thing. I put it right on right on the horseradish here, just about that much. Just adding a little richness, a little bit of flavor. And then we're going to take a squeeze of lime here. So we just cut out a wedge. It's going to be lemon or lime, of course. Lemon's traditional with seafood, but lime gives it a interesting flavor. And I squirt that right in there on the horseradish as well. That's good for that, and mix it up. Now, this is why we don't serve in the same bowl that we mix in, because you can see the presentation's ruined here. You know, you get stuff clinging to the sides of your mixing bowl. I've seen, you know, please don't buy cocktail sauce from the grocery store. It's not good. Whatever they put in that, it's just not great. So this is going to be way better, and it takes that long to make. You know, we're done. So people have told me that I can bottle this stuff and sell it. It's so good, and they don't realize how easy this is to make. So let's give it a taste. Beautiful. I can taste the lime. The horseradish is not overpowering. Tomato ketchup, doesn't matter what kind of ketchup, whatever you prefer. This is generic. This whole bottle was $1, so it's good stuff. Now let's plate her up. Okay, so serving this up. This is when we transfer. I like to use a martini glass. If this is serving for one, this is what I do. Pour it down in the center. See, that way we're not messing up the sides. Like that. I give it a little stir, making sure not to touch the sides. I just remove the spoon out of the center. Okay, and then my shrimp have been chilling in the freezer for a couple minutes. I rinsed them off with cold water to stop the cooking. Put them in the freezer for a couple minutes so they're cold. And I do this. Just hang them over the side like that. Around the glass. Now a couple of these have, you buy the ones that are already peeled, tail on. They don't all have tails, so ruins the presentation a little bit. They're going to taste the same, of course. So we'll just put the ones with tails on here. And there you go. The shrimp cocktail, the quick and easy way, but the full flavor way. So thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Enjoy.